What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Otterline Report. I'm your host, Chris. We're going to go over results and picks for today. So, yesterday in the NHL, we went 3 wins, 3 losses. So, 50% there. There's only, like I said, 3 wins, 3 losses. That's, 6 games. Uh, it is what it is. Panthers took a big L against Seattle last night, so hate to see that. But the one pick I did put through last night was Edmonton, and that came out with a win. So I was happy to see that. Surprising to see Toronto beat the Wild. Wasn't expecting that. NBA, sleepy night in the NBA. 2 wins, 5 losses. That's not what you want to see there. But NBA's been very good lately. Issue with the NBA in this part of the season, it seems like you basically can't bet any of the games because the odds are just so bad. If you have some insight on underdogs, you could be doing pretty well, but you're not betting every day. Um, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the NHL consensus page. So this is a page you only really use if you're like an advanced user. Most people will not use the consensus page, I would say. We kind of filter the picks for you. So most people, if you're a premium member, simply click the picks page, toggle between NBA, NHL, see what's available, and soon also we'll have MLB. And I'm excited for that because there's a lot of data available, and I'm hoping that gives us a little bit of an edge if you're consistent. What I was saying earlier with NBA, if you can see here, odds to win 80 to 20, 70 to 30. This one is pretty much split, so that actually could be a decent play. Houston tonight, 56% chance to win. That actually looks pretty good. Sample size 175 games, 71% win rate, so that might be a decent play. Um, I actually kind of like that. So we'll probably pick Houston out tonight in the NBA. Not often you see a lot of picks there. Um, and what else we got here? Yeah, I mean, like most of these games, the odds are just horrible. So, like, that's kind of what it's been in NBA lately, just really one-sided. And it's reflected in the amount of picks. There hasn't been a lot of curated picks in the NBA. Now, today for NBA Diamond, we have, like I said earlier, that Houston pick showed up in a couple of these featured boxes. And then also Memphis over Chicago. Let's take a look at that. So that's borderline. It's because it's at 69% chance to win. NBA app went to hit 70. I cut it off, so we're close. So I probably don't love that one. You know, maybe. So if you are going to bet NBA tonight, I would probably take Memphis and Houston. Those seem to be the kind of better picks in the NBA today. It's nice to see some featured picks there. Like I said, hasn't been a whole lot there lately because of the odds. So quiet night tonight in the NHL. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different games. We've got an elite level pick with the Dallas Stars. Not going to see too many elite level picks anymore. So the other night, basically what happened was there was like 15 games and like 8 of them were all elite level picks because all the models agreed and they got destroyed. And from that, I tweaked it a little bit where to get to an elite level pick and now takes the model consent, the model confidence into consideration. So I have this AI confidence tracker down here. And as you can see, Otterline AI, when it is confident, it does well. When it's not confident, it does not do well. And that is the same with the other models, Chatty Line and MP. When they are confident, they do well. And when they're not, they struggle. So it would make sense to incorporate that additional signal into our signals. So Dallas, the models are confident in it. This is a good pick. So it gets that elite. And as you can see, Detroit, it has 4 model agreement, but it's only a strong signal because one of the models isn't confident. It's a low confidence pick. So that's an adjustment we made. I think this page now, the signals should really represent it a lot better for what it is. So the other night when there was like a bunch of elites, now there'd only be 2 or 3. And ideally those be the ones that performed better. You know, you lose one and win two type of thing. So I'm happy about that change. So that's something we changed here on the outer line that I think will be beneficial. So picks for today. Let's go over to the picks page. Start here. NHL picks. What we got on the board today. So today's we've got some power plays. So these are high win rates. Okay, that's all these are. These power plays here are just the high win rates. It's taking Detroit, LA, Dallas, Colorado, and Boston. Um, and I think shortly, maybe so like we haven't run like the full generation yet. It's still very early in the morning. I would say this Boston pick probably end up in Diamond Edge with a 60% win rate. So we're taking Boston. It's basically a split 50-50. And then we're taking LA basically a split 50-50. And those are decent win rates. So I think in the Diamond picks today, you'll see the LA Kings and the Boston Bruins for diamonds. So those could be some good picks there. NHL's had a rough week, rough, and that's variance. You're going to go up and down, and I love being on the top end when you're winning. Being on down here when we're losing a little bit is a little bit of a struggle, but the sun always comes after the rain, so we're hoping to switch that up soon. Anyway, guys, that's it. I think today, honestly, betting all five not a bad option. Like kind of spread it out a little bit. But if you do want to kind of narrow it down, I would say like really in terms of odds, you could wipe out Colorado, 67% is a little juicy. Detroit, probably not either. So I would probably take LA, Dallas, Boston, probably best bets for today in terms of like risk reward. And yeah, that's what's up. Talk to you later.